Number 7, Garrett Hall. Number 10, Aiden Alvarez. Number 9, Aiden Pollard Torres. Number 3, Hunter Thompson. Number 6, Xander Hall. I've got 2 Hunter Thompsons. Number 3, Levi Fletcher. And number 8, Alex Velasco.
That's 9, so good.
That's right. Yeah, we got it. And now for your hometown McNeil Mavericks. Leading off for the Mavericks, number 12, left fielder Ramsey Simpson. Second baseman, number 1, Jack Goins. Shortstop, number 9, Ryan Bosnick. Cleanup, number 24, Jackson Collins.
Go, boys.
Your designated hitter, number 29, Caleb Carell. Center fielder, number 18, Chris Windesman. Catcher, number 2, Garrett Banks. Right fielder, number 14, Brandon Morio. Third base, number 16, Wyatt Newman. And on the mound for your Mavericks, number 15, James Morio. The Mavericks are led by head coach Silver Aguirre and assistant coach Hiram Drum. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand.
All right, folks, hello and welcome to tonight's district game contest between your McNeil Mavericks and the Hutto Hippos. Mavericks hosting the Hippos here at McNeil Field tonight. for the first pitch here. Moria will face top three batters for the Hippos tonight. Leading off, left fielder Chris Gatesick, followed by the center fielder Zion Hamilton, and then the second baseman Garrett Boehm. And let's see, right off the bat here, we have umpire calling time. And Coach Aguirre is talking to the field umpire about something.
Oh, lights went out.
Oh, looks like our lights went out. Probably get an inning or two in before those become a necessity, but we're definitely going to need those if we want to go all seven tonight, so hopefully those come back on.
One pitch each.
Here comes the first pitch to Gatesick. Fastball misses a little outside, ball one. Next pitch, fastball swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-1. Got a lefty-lefty matchup to start off here. Left-handed throwing Morio against the left-handed hitting left fielder for Hutto, Gatesick. Third baseman Newman up on the grass, anticipating bunt. Next pitch, slider, misses outside. So it'll be 2-1. Two-one fastball in there for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Two-two pitch. Fastball misses a little outside, so it'll go full count to the leadoff hitter here, Gatesick. Three-two pitch swung on, just got a piece of it, fouled it back into the net. Comes another 3-2 pitch, the leadoff hitter. Ooh, fastball misses just a little bit outside. So Gatesick's aboard with the leadoff walk. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 1, Zion Hamilton. And Newman, the Mavs third baseman, still playing up right on the edge of the grass. And Hamilton swings at the first pitch and flies foul just over the top of the press box here. And now we have the umpire moving some things around on behind the mound on the downhill. Oh, one pitch to Hamilton is a fastball that misses high. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Not much of a lead for the leadoff runner Gatesick over at first. Next pitch swung on, fly ball, shallow left field. Going to be a lot of wind though. It's blowing back in. Vosick, the shortstop, is underneath it, and he makes the grab. Good job tracking that down. That wind, that ball looked like it could have gone out to left field, and then because of that wind that's blowing to the right field side, just kind of carried and blew, and Vosick, the shortstop, did a good job of sticking it out. So pop out, first out of the inning. That'll bring up the second baseman and number 3 hitter Garrett Boehm.
Now batting number 7, Garrett Boehm.
First pitch to Boehm is a fastball, misses inside. And the next pitch, fastball, hits him right in the back. So Boehm will head down to first with a hit by pitch. And that'll make it runners on first and second with one out here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 10, Aiden Alvarez.
And that will bring up the number 4 hitter, first baseman Aiden Alvarez. And Alvarez looks at a first pitch called strike. Okay, I guess that was a foul ball there. Didn't seem like there was much of a swing attempt there, but it must have been just enough. And he fouled it back to the screen. So it's 0-2 count here to the first baseman Alvarez. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Good breaking ball. First strikeout of the night for Morio. That makes it 2 outs now. Runner still on first and second. That brings up the number 5 hitter, Pollard Torres.
Now batting number 9, Aiden Pollard Torres.
And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back out of play over right side behind the bleachers. Next pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. So Morio working ahead to the hitter Alvarez with 2 outs, runners on first and second, still nobody across. Next pitch, fastball misses high and out. So it'll be 1-2. Comes a 1-2 pitch. Fastball just got a tip piece of it on the top of the bat there, fouls it back to the screen. So it'll be another 1-2 count.
And then that Old Town Road.
Yeah. It's got bad words in it?
Description of a female body part.
Oh, okay. I just remember seeing that in like a high school.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. 2 base runners, no hits, nobody across. Mavs coming up for the first at-bats here in the bottom of the first. Score still 0-0. We'll be right back. All right, top of the order coming up here for the Mavericks in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Mavericks, number 12.
Leading off, left fielder Ramsey Simpson, followed by Jack Goins and the shortstop Ryan Vosick. And they will face the starting pitcher tonight for Hutto, Levi Fletcher. And first pitch to Simpson appears to hit him on the foot. So he hustles down to first base with a one-pitch leadoff hit by pitch. So one pitch, one quick base runner here for the Mavs. Brings up second baseman Jack Goins.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 1, Jack Goins.
Squares around to bunt, lays it down, taps his bat twice, and then goes foul. So he will head back, and Simpson, the runner on first, will head back to first.
Hey man, I had him final 4.
Good speed on the base pass, as well as at the plate here for the Mavericks. So working a bunt situation could end up being more than just a sacrifice.
Except for me, I have a Cox going all the way. That's right, I'm the only one.
You're the one guy. The one.
And 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that broke right into the upper back of Jack Goins, the hitter. So that is back-to-back, no pun intended, hit by pitches. And in the span of the first 3 pitches here, the Mavs have 2 base runners with 3 passes on plunks.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 9, shortstop Ryan Vosick.
So that brings up number 3 hitter Ryan Vosick, who's been swinging a hot bat lately. Let's see if he can get himself a strike here. He does. Swings the first pitch, ground ball to second base, fielded by the second baseman Bohm, throws to short in time, but not in time to get Vosick at first. So Goins is out on the force out at second, on the fielder's choice. Simpson advances to third, and Vosick safe at first. And that'll bring up number 4 hitter Jackson Collins.
Now batting for the Mavs, number 24, first baseman Jackson Collins.
And first pitch to Collins is in there. Looks like a called strike 1. So lights are starting to come back on here at the field. And all of them except for the one in right center field seem to be coming back on. They're going to throw down to second to try to get the runner Vosick stealing, but he's safe. Simpson does not advance from third to home on the stolen base, but that will take away the force now. And Mavs have runners on second and third with 1 out and a 1-1 count to the hitter Collins. Well, this will be interesting to see here if they can continue to play the game once it gets darker, and one of the pillars of lights does not appear to be willing to come on. 1-1 pitch to Collins, swung on, line drive is going to get down in just shallow left field for a base hit, and that's going to bring across easily the runner Simpson from third, and the Mavs strike first. Vosick also advances from second to third on the play. So runners on first and third again, 1 out, brings up the designated hitter, number 29, Caleb Crail.
Designated hitter Caleb Crail.
And first pitch to Crail, fastball misses a little bit inside, ball 1. Hutto defense not playing a bunt. And as Crail swings the next pitch and grounds it foul towards the third base side. And Fletcher throws over to first to check the runner Collins. He's back in time. Wind is definitely going to be a factor here tonight, folks. Looking at the flag poles out in right center field, there's times when they look like they're about to come out of the ground as Crail swings the next pitch and is fouled. And Collins will head back to first. He was trying to advance thinking it was a pass ball, but umpire called it foul. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Crail, 1 out. And we have Bosick, the runner, on third, and Jackson Collins on first base. One-two pitch to Crail. Swung on, ground ball, gets through the glove of the pitcher. Flip from the second baseman over to... Oh!
Terrible!
I'm going to call a double play there on the flip from Bohm to the shortstop.
Terrible!
Who got Collins out at second base. They throw over to first, and the umpire says it was in time to get the runner Crail at first. So a 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. Mavs score first, though. Put up 1 run on an RBI single by Collins here. McNeil leading by a score of 1-0. We're heading to the top of the second. We'll be right back. All right, leading off for the Hutto Hippos here in the top of the second. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, starting with the pitcher, Levi Fletcher. Will be followed by the catcher, Xander Hall, and then the shortstop, Hunter Thompson. First pitch to Fletcher. Fastball misses inside and low for a ball. Next pitch, good changeup, swung on and missed, strike 1. One pitch, swung on, line drive into left field. Simpson's going to get over, and it's going to get down, fair ball, down the line. And Fletcher's going to get into second with a leadoff double. Seemed like there was some confusion there as to whether or not that was a fair or foul ball, but umpire called it fair. And so Fletcher's aboard with a leadoff double to start the top of the second. Brings up the catcher, number 6, Xander Hall. A couple of faithful fans out here in the stands tonight on both sides, bundled up quite a bit. as Hall looks at a first pitch fastball, misses high and out. Next pitch, another line drive, gets down into the left field for a single, and they're going to hold up the runner, Fletcher, at third base. So, leadoff single followed by leadoff double followed by a single by Hall. Now we got runners on first and third, nobody out. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher Hall. Looks like number 12, Connor Morris, comes in and will be the courtesy runner at first. And that will bring up the shortstop, Hunter Thompson, to the plate. Swings of the first pitch and lofts a fly ball into kind of shallow left center field. It's caught in the air by the left fielder Simpson, but it's going to be deep enough and allow the runner to score from third. So Fletcher comes across on the sac fly. And Hutto ties the score up 1 apiece here in the top of the second inning. Courtesy runner Morris did not advance from first on the sac fly, so he remains at first, and that brings up the right fielder Velasco to the plate. Velasco looks at ball 1. Next pitch swung on, lofted foul, out of play, right field side. One and one the count to Velasco. Runner goes. Pitch is called a strike on the outside corner, and throwdown was on line, looked like it was on time, but umpire says courtesy runner Morris was in there. So it's a stolen base for Morris. He now stands on second base, and we've got a 1-ball, 2-strike count to the right fielder Velasco. 1-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back to the net. So it looks like we have most of the lights lit up, but we still have that light tree out in the 360 marker out in right center field that is completely non-illuminated. 1-2 pitch swung on, lofts a shallow fly ball over towards first base side. Collins is over into foul territory and makes the grab.
Now batting number 2, Chris Gates.
So that'll be 2 away. Brings us back to the top of the Hutto order and back to left fielder Chris Gadesick, who walked in his first at bat. And first pitch to Gadesick is swung on and missed for strike 1. I do see a white van out behind the center field fence, so presumably that's some. We got a couple of people going over to check out that non-functioning set of lights out there. 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Oh, 2 pitch. Ooh, fastball looked good from here. Umpire says it missed top side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the left-hand hitting Gadesick. One-two pitch swung on, ground ball Bounces off the body of the pitcher, Morio. He collects himself, finds the ground ball, and then throws it over to first in time to end the inning.
Mavericks would like to take the time.
So 2 hits that inning, started with a leadoff double by Fletcher. He comes around to score, evens up the score at 1 apiece here in the top of the second. Mavs coming up to bat in a second. We'll be right back.
Mavericks number 18, Chris Windesman.
All right, 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for their first time through the lineup here in the bottom of the second. Starting off, center fielder Chris Windesman looks at ball 1, misses outside. Next pitch swung on. Sounds like you got a foul tip on there, but caught by the catcher, so it'll be 1-1 count now. 1-1 pitch, misses outside and low. Two-one pitch, misses a little bit high, so it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike. Counts the leadoff hitter this inning, Windesman. He'll be followed by the catcher Garrett Banks and the right fielder Brandon Morio. 3-1 pitch is over there for called strike 2. Three-two pitch. Holds off. Ball misses outside. Ball 4. So Mavs have 1 aboard with the leadoff walk by Windesman. Here in the bottom of the second, that brings up the catcher Garrett Banks.
Now batting number 2, Garrett Banks.
First pitch to Banks, squares around, bunts, and it goes foul, so it'll be strike 1. Banks looks at the next pitch, called strike on the outside corner, says the umpire. So it'll be 0-2 count now to Banks. Hutto, third baseman, now draws back to regular position after seeing the unlikelihood of a bunt on 0-2. Next pitch is a breaking ball that misses in the dirt, gets away from the Hutto catcher, but not far enough away for Windesman to advance. Comes 1-2 pitch to Banks. Another ball misses in the dirt. Count now 2-2. Looks like we're definitely going to need that white van and the guys in it to get that light out there, because it's starting to look pretty dark in the alley in right center field there. 2-2 pitch. Another ball misses outside in the dirt.
Come on, G.
So Banks spits the last 3 pitches after going 0-2, and he's got a full count now. Nobody out. Windham, the leadoff runner at first. Three-two pitch swung on, hard ground ball, gets away from the third baseman, and that's going to be into left field. Well hit ball, playable, but I suspect they might score that one a hit. So good at bat for Banks there. McNeil now has runners on first and second. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for our catcher Banks. Can't see the number on our courtesy runner there. Is it 22? Is that Shook?
That's right.
Okay, so number 22, Ryan Shook, is the courtesy runner for Banks at first. Right fielder Brandon Morio comes up. First baseman playing on the grass. And he squares around to bunt, pulls back, and the pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. So Hutto, first baseman, still firmly planted on the infield grass, having seen that bunt indication from Morio here. Squares around to bunt, misses. And now Morio will find himself with an 0-2 count.
Swing away.
Oh, 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, called strike 3. So Morio strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 16.
And that will bring up the third baseman, Wyatt Newman, for his first at-bat tonight. First pitch to Newman, misses low in the dirt. First baseman back up on the dirt, or on the grass, and they're going to snap throw down to second base to try to catch Windham, and he's back. Throw is offline as well. So on the swing and miss by Newman, 1 ball and 1 strike the count now. 1 out. We got Windham, the runner, on second, and Shook, the courtesy runner, at first. And next pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. One-two pitch, and it's a breaking ball that
Clip the backside of his leg.
breaks very late. It was started off behind the hitter Newman and came back in and hit him. So that hit by pitch will load the bases. And we are back to the top of the Maverick order with Ramsey Simpson, who himself reached on a hit by pitch and was the first run scored by the Mavericks tonight so far. So infield corners are up on the grass, trying to cut off the run at home as Simpson looks at ball 1.
Calls it when it's on the other side of the plate. He didn't call it on this side. It's up.
And it looks at another ball that appears to miss a little bit high. So hitters count for Simpson here, 2-0. Next pitch is swung on, lofts a fly ball into shallow right center field. Right fielder's over, he makes the grab. Windesman is going to be enough for Windesman to tag and score. So a sacrifice fly for Simpson gets the job done. Puts the Mavs up by a score of 2-1 now. 2 outs. And that will bring second baseman Jack Goins up, who also was one of the 3 hit by pitches so far this game. Both Newman and Shook remained on first and second on that sac fly. Next pitch, ground ball, swung on, fielded easily by the second baseman Bohm. Throws over to first in time to retire Goins.
Mavericks would like to give a shout out to our triple play sponsor.
So the Mavs strike back. 1 run on an RBI sac fly by Ramsey Simpson. Go up by a score of 2-1 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back. All right. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here for the Hutto Hippos in the top of the third. Leading off will be the center fielder Zion Hamilton, who popped out to shortstop his first at bat, and he swings and misses at a first pitch changeup for strike 1. Still no light service out in right center field, folks. You can probably see that on the camera. We're hopeful, though.
Or you can't.
Another swing and a miss. Pretty much same pitch, changeup, which has got to have a lot of run coming off the arm of a left-handed pitcher here tonight with the winds blowing 17 to 19 miles an hour arm side. So no balls, 2 strikes to count Hamilton. And next pitch fastball misses outside for a ball. One-two pitch swung on, pop foul, right behind or on, almost on top of the press box here.
We have no hammers.
What?
2 sausage wraps.
That was quick. Yeah, I know.
1-2 pitch. Look pretty good. Misses a little bit low, possibly outside. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to leadoff hitter Hamilton.
Give me the cash. Here we go.
2-2 fastball swung on. Shallow fly ball, center field. Windesman, the center fielder, makes the grab in the dark, and and that retires Hamilton.
Tracking it or was looking for it?
He seemed locked in. From what I saw, he had it on the way.
So Hamilton flies out for the first out of the inning. You know, outfielders coming in probably won't be so bad, but if a ball gets over your head and you got to start going towards the darkness, it's going to get kind of interesting. That'll bring up the second baseman Bohm, who was hit by a pitch in his first at bat.
John.
He looks at a breaking ball that's in there on the inside corner for called strike.
Nice pitch.
Another fastball, called strike, inside corner. Bohm didn't like it. Bohm thought it was too close, but
Did you throw it again?
umpire gave him the inside corner.
Do the same pitch again. Maybe a little more.
So Moria working ahead 0-2 here. And next pitch,
Or that. Whoa.
ground ball with a lot of spin on it. Fielded by the second baseman. It was a weak roller, but just a lot of spin. Fortunately, second baseman Goins was able to pick it up, throws it over to first in time, and retires Bohm.
It's like hitting a weird cue ball. English spin.
So 2 away for the Hippos here in the top of the third. Brings up the first baseman, Alvarez. Alvarez struck out in his first at bat. Swings at the first pitch, another ground ball to second baseman, fielded by Goins, throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for the Mavs defense here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits. Mavs head to the bottom of the third, still up by 1 by a score of 2-1. We'll be right back.
I didn't get to play his walk-up because
All right, leading off for the Mavs here in the bottom of the third. Shortstop Ryan Vosick, safe on a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Swings the first pitch and fouls it right back into the net.
Sorry, John.
Mavs leading by a score of 2-1 here in the third inning, hoping to tack on a few more insurance runs.
You're good.
And next pitch, fastball misses a little outside and low. Looks like we've got signs of light/life out on our last light post out there in the 360 sign out in right center. So that's a good sign. Next pitch swung on, lofts a fly ball. Right fielder going back into his left, and the ball gets away from him. And Vosick is hustling. He's around second, and he's going to come into third, and will be standing up.
Go, 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 go.
So a leadoff. And that looked routine, but again, folks, with the wind blowing as hard as it is tonight over to that right field side, that ball just kind of carried up there and got away from the Hutto right fielder. So I think we're going to go ahead and call that a leadoff triple for Vosick to start the bottom of the third here, and brings up the first baseman Jackson Collins, who singled, had an RBI single back in the first inning. First pitch to Collins, the fastball misses outside.
Do we call that a triple? Yes. Yes. Yes, I love it. Thank you.
Oh, Collins swings and fouls a pitch off of the mask of the catcher. Catcher looks all right, though. Looks like nothing even happened. So 1-1 the count to Collins, and our last remaining light post out there in right center is shining very bright now. So we've got a full and complete, well-lit field here finally. Might be a little too bright. They added some extra voltage out there in that one. 1-1 pitch to Collins. Swung on, fouled, out of play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball checks his swing. Ball's in the dirt. Umpire says he did not go around. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes now to count to Collins. Two-2 pitch, kind of lofts his bat out there, pops it up, foul territory on the first base side. First baseman is over there, but cannot make the grab. That ball once again carried quite a ways. Yeah, it looked like first baseman thought he was going to run out of room there, but it dropped right before the fence there. So Collins stays alive with a 2-2 count. And next pitch is swung on, deep fly ball, hit out into left field. That's going to get over left fielder. Oh, there's that wind, brought it back in. It's going to be deep enough, though. It's caught by the left fielder, but deep enough to allow Vosick to score. And so it's a RBI sac fly for Collins, and his second RBI of the night. Ball looked like it was really hit well, but once again, the wind just kind of killed it. Let it hang up there enough time for the left field to get back and get it. So 1 away now. Base is cleared. Brings up designated hitter Caleb Crail, who looks at a fastball that misses outside for ball 1. Another fastball misses outside and low. Pretty much same exact spot. 2-0 count now. A couple other scores from around the district. Looks like we got Round Rock leading Westwood by a score of 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Crail swings, drives a line drive into the gap in right center field, or left center field. That's going to get down for a single. One out single for Crail. That'll bring up the center fielder, Chris Windesman. Stony Point leading Cedar Ridge here in the bottom of the 5th by a score of 1-0.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 18, Chris Windesman.
And we've got a 0-0 score for Vista Ridge versus Vandegrift in the top of the 2nd. First pitch to Windesman, fastball misses high and out for a ball. Next pitch, breaking ball, kind of carried in, missed a little bit, maybe high and inside. So it'll be 2 balls, no strikes to Windesman. Next pitch misses high and outside. 3-0 the count. Mavs up by a score of 3-1 here. Scoring 1 run in each inning so far. Hoping to tack on a few more here this inning. .30 pitch misses high and outside, so it's a walk on 4 straight pitches for Windesman. That'll make it now runners on first and second with 1 out. We're going to have a visit to the mound from the Hutto coaching staff. 3-1 score here in favor of the Mavericks. Bottom of the third inning. Mavs with 4 hits. Hutto with 2. Both starting pitchers still remain in the game thus far. Starting pitcher for the Hutto Hippos, Fletcher, coming up on pitch number 51. And with runners on first and second, 1 out, brings up the catcher, Garrett Banks. Swings the first pitch, slow rolling ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by the shortstop. He's going to throw over to first, but it's offline. And it looks like Banks was going to leg it out either way, so that'll probably be ruled an infield single. And that will load the bases for the right fielder, Brandon Morio. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Number 22, Ryan Shook, comes in again to courtesy run for the catcher Banks at first.
Brandon Morio.
So once again, the Hutto infield corners will be up on the grass. And he swings the first pitch and misses, strike 1. Next pitch swung on, shallow fly ball right behind second base. Center fielder is charging hard, but it's going to be fielded by the second baseman. And they may have called that one an infield fly.
He lost his hat, his sunglasses, his wallet, his keys.
So Morio pops out for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 16, Wyatt Newman.
And that will bring up, with 2 outs and bases loaded, the third baseman Wyatt Newman, who reached in his first at bat on a hit by pitch. Swings the first pitch, ground ball, slow roll on the third base side, but it is right there, tailor-made for the third baseman to just get the force out at third. So the Mavs score 1, but leave the bases loaded. 1 run on 3 hits. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Mavs ahead by a score of 3-1. We'll be right back. All right, 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here for Hutto in the top of the 4th. Leading off, third baseman Aiden Pollard Torres struck out in his first at bat back in the 1st inning. He looks at a first pitch ball to start the at bat. Next pitch, tries to check his swing, fouls it off. One ball, one strike to Paulo Torres. Next pitch swung on, lofted out of play, foul again behind the bleachers. One ball, two strikes. Next pitch swung on, just gets a piece of it and fouls it back to the screen. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike three. So strikeout to open up the inning here in the top of the fourth. Third strikeout of the night for Morio. Brings up the pitcher for the Hutto Hippos here, Levi Fletcher. Fletcher had a double in his first at bat. And he looks at a first pitch fastball that nearly hits him, but misses on the inside corner. Ball one. Next pitch is swung on, lofted, foul, out of play. One ball, one strike, the count to Fletcher. Next pitch swung on, good, lofted into shallow left field, and it just hangs up there long enough for the left fielder Simpson to come over and make the grab. So again, these balls hit to left field tonight. They look well hit, and they probably are, but that wind just kind of makes them die and just hang up there. Easy prey for a athletic outfielder. So two away here in the top of the fourth. Brings up the catcher, Xander Hall, who singled in his first at bat. Hall looks at a first pitch fastball, misses outside. Next pitch, good looking changeup, dove outside, big swing and a miss. So kind of go to 1-1. Next pitch, fastball, misses low. 2-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on.
I mean, not tonight.
2-1 pitch swung on, low ground ball, fielded by the second baseman Goins, throws over in time, and that will end the inning. So back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for the Mavs defense here in the third and fourth inning. No runs, no hits. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Mavs still in front by a score of 3-1. We'll be right back.
Number 12, left fielder Ramsey Simpson.
All right, top of the Mavs order due up here in the bottom of the fourth, leading by a score of 3-1. Leadoff hitter Ramsey Simpson steps in. So the first pitch ball misses high and in. Simpson with a good night so far. Hit by pitch back in the first inning, scored a run that inning, and then had a RBI sac fly in the second. Swings the next pitch, ground ball softly to second base side. Fielded by Bohm. Throws in the dirt, but good pick by the Hutto first baseman, and Simpson is retired. So one away for the Mavs here. Bottom of four brings up second baseman Jack Goins. Goins also with a hit by pitch and then grounded out to second base back in the second inning. First pitch, good slider, but seems to hit the dirt. This will be ball one. Next pitch swung on, lofted out of play. So we got some activity up in the Mavericks bullpen. Couple of lefties. 1-1 pitch to Goins, swung on, lofted foul out of play, actually over towards the Mavericks dugout, bounces off the top. So it'll be 1-2 count to Goins. Next pitch, breaking ball. Misses inside, gets away from the catcher. It's going to be 2-2 count now.
Now you're talking.
2-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside a little bit. So count will go full now. Full count, nobody on, one out. Next pitch misses outside and in the dirt. So Goins will head it down to first base with a one-out walk. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter Ryan Vosick. A fielder's choice. Then a triple in his last at-bat in the third inning here. Scored a run on the sac fly by Collins that followed. Goins goes on the pitch. The pitch gets away from the catcher, so he will be in easily at second, but he will hold up there. Next pitch to Vosick, misses outside and high, ball 2. Pitch number 65 coming up for the starting pitcher Fletcher. Don't see any activity in the Hutto dugout or bullpen, as the next pitch is in there for a called strike. Two-one pitch to Vosick. Swung on, lofted, fly ball center field. Center fielder's underneath it, makes the grab. And not deep enough for Goins to tag up and advance to third. So he'll remain at second. 2 outs now. And that will bring up first baseman Jackson Collins. RBI single and an RBI sac fly in his 2 at-bats tonight. Swings the first pitch, ground ball is going to get through, fielded by the shortstop and deep behind the second base bag, though. He's not going to be able to make a play, but it does prevent the runner goings from advancing to home. So he will hold up at third. It's a single for Collins.
Yeah, that's it.
And now we've got runners on first and third. With 2 outs, brings up the designated hitter, Caleb Crail. Crail grounded into a double play into first and then had a single back in the third inning.
That's why I was like, that's the song, John. that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the song.
I've got a 15-second bite.
There you go.
We can have Freddie download it.
Yeah.
Crail swings to the first pitch and lofts a foul ball just over the net and to the right of the windows of the press box here.
Too far away. 68 pitches for this kid. We need some insurance runs here.
Next pitch misses high, and they're going to run,
Yeah.
and they cause a little bit of confusion on the base pass. Collins is going to be picked off in a rundown
The trailer. He missed
in
him.
between first and second, but on the throw down to second, that does allow the runner to score from third base.
Hey, we got
So Goins comes across on the base running kind of confusion there.
A little bit of a correction. We'd like to send a big Mac thanks
So
to
Crail will
deep.
finish his at bat due to an out on the base paths.
Construction for your generous
He will come up first next inning. Mavs tack on one more run there, leading by a score of 4-1 now. And we go to the top of the 5th inning with Hutto Hippos coming up to bat. We'll be right back. We got a pitching change here for the Mavericks. Coming in here in the top of the 5th inning in relief for the starting pitcher, James Morio. Number 5, Tim Calderon, senior left-hander, comes in.
Now batting for Hutto, number 4, Hunter Thompson.
And he will face 8, 9 hitters and then back to the top of the Hutto order, leading off the shortstop, Hunter Thompson. Sack fly in his only at-bat today. And he looks at a first pitch fastball, misses high for ball 1. Next pitch swung on, lofts a foul ball out of play. Yep, goes over and bounces off the top of the Mavericks bullpen area. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Thompson. He'll be followed by the right fielder and number 9 hitter Velasco, and then back to the top. Next pitch, breaking ball swung on, soft roller down to third base, fielded by Newman, throws over to first in time. Good play by Newman here, charging on the slow rolling ground ball down third base line. So Calderon comes in, gets 1 quick out. Brings up the right fielder Velasco, who popped out to first base
Now batting number 8, Alex.
in his only at bat tonight so far. First pitch breaking ball just misses a little bit outside for ball 1. Fastball this time misses pretty far outside. So it'll be 2-0 count. Next pitch swung on, line drive, going to get over the glove of the third baseman, Newman, and into left field for a 1-out single.
Now batting number 2, Chris Gateson.
That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Left fielder Chris Gadesick comes up. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and grounded out to the pitcher in his 2 appearances. As Calderon throws over to first, check the runner. And he is back in time. Calderon throws over again. Runner still safe. First pitch, breaking ball in there for called strike 1 to the hitter Gadesick. Next pitch swung on, fouled out of play.
What's our sound for that direction?
Calderon working ahead with an 0-2 count on Gadesick.
Okay.
Next pitch, breaking ball, line drive, gets into the gap in right center field. That's going to be down for a single, possibly more, as the ball gets away from the center fielder. Picked up by the right fielder. And the runner from first is going to come all the way home to score, and then we have a throw that gets away from the third baseman. And a single turns into the equivalent of a Little League home run. So an RBI single for Gadesick, and then on the throwing errors, both runners come across, and that will tie the game up. Or sorry, no, 4-3. Okay. For some reason, Coach, we had a stoppage of play there, and Coach Aguirre went out to say something to the outfield. I'm not entirely sure what that was about. No changes seem to have been made. All right, so we're back now. 4-3. Mavs still up by 1. Got 1 away, nobody on. Brings it to center fielder Zion Hamilton, who looks at a first pitch breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Next pitch swung on, hard ground ball is going to get down the third base line and going to be in there. Single. Hamilton is going to be in at second base with a stand-up double. So a leadoff ground out followed by back-to-back singles and then a double. And the tying run for the Hutto now stands out on second base. It looks like we're going to have a mound visit as Coach Aguirre is going to come out and talk to his pitcher in his infield. Close game here, folks. Mavs still ahead by a score of 4-3. Pretty even. Mavs one hit ahead of Hutto tonight with 6 to Hutto's 5. And so the number 3 hitting second baseman Garrett Boehm comes to the plate now. 0 for 1 tonight with a hit by pitch and then grounded out to second base. And he swings at the first pitch, a little slow rolling ground ball to third. Gets underneath the glove of Newman though, and Boehm's going to be safe. And the runner Hamilton was running on the play. He advances to third on the error. So we've got runners on first and third now, 1 out. And that brings up the first baseman, Alvarez. No.
Now batting number 10, Aiden
Yes.
Alvarez.
Looked like for a second there they might have been doing a pinch hit, but that's not the case. So Aiden Alvarez comes to bat.
Let's go.
Alvarez 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out to second base. First pitch to Alvarez is in there for called strike 1 in the outside corner.
Pitch.
That's a great pitch.
Next pitch looked pretty good from here. Umpire says it missed somewhere, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike.
Didn't like it.
Runner goes from first. Pitch is swung on and fouled. So runner on first heads back to first. We got a 1-2 pitch coming up. Pitch is swung on.
Come on, Ryan.
Line drive gets over the glove of the shortstop Vosick and into center field. And so that's going to allow the runner to score from third easily. And we are all tied up now, folks.
Now batting number 9, Aiden Pollard Torres.
And Hutto now has runners on first and second, 1 out.
Fry was just 2 inches taller.
Brings up the third baseman, Aiden Pollard Torres. Struck out twice tonight in his only 2 appearances. That first pitch there misses inside and low. Next pitch is swung on and lofted foul out of play. One pitch, fastball. Must have missed a little bit in or low. Count's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, fastball, called strike on the outside corner. So, Boehm, your runner at second. Alvarez, your runner at first. And the 2-2 pitch to Pollard Torres, swung on, fly ball, shallow center field. Windesman comes in a couple of steps, makes the grab. Runner makes a hard set of steps like he's going to run to third, but will not advance as it was too shallow.
Now batting number 3, Levi.
So 2 away now. Runners stay at first and second. Brings up the pitcher, Levi Fletcher. Fletcher with a double and then flew out to left field so far tonight. And Fletcher looks at the first pitch fastball, misses a little bit low, ball 1. Next pitch swung on, hard line drive. Again, going to be fair down the third base line and into left field. 1 run's going to score, And they're going to hold up the runner at third. But Bohm scores from second, and that will be the go-ahead run for Hutto, who have just gone up by a score of 5-4. Alvarez advances from first to third. And Fletcher with his second double of the night.
Now batting number 6, Xander Hall.
And that brings up the catcher, Xander Hall, 1 for 2, single, and grounded out to second base. He's got runners on second and third here with 2 outs. Swings to the first pitch, fouls it back out of play. A 1 breaking ball, line drive into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner scores from third, and the runner's going to also come around and score from second as well. So a 2 RBI single for Hall. And Hutto goes up now by a score of 7-4, and they have just batted around.
Number 4, Hutto Thompson.
So we will be back to the where we started this inning with the shortstop, Hunter Thompson, who started this inning grounding out to third base.
You got this.
Yeah, we gotta stop the bleeding.
Swings to the first pitch, lofts a fly ball that's going to get fouled down the right field side and out of play.
You got this.
Ground ball,
Just
hit to shortstop. Vosick throws over to first, and we'll be in time, and that will end the inning. So Hutto has themselves an inning. Tack on 6 runs to take the lead by a score of 7-4 on 6 hits. Mavs now chasing 3 runs, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be right back. All right, we got a new pitcher for Hutto. Coming Coming on in relief for the starting pitcher, Levi Fletcher, we have number 5, Justin Pena-Cripps. Left-hander has come in, and he will face the 5, 6, 7 part of the Mavs order here to start off the bottom of the 5th, leading off with Caleb Crail. Crail 1 for 2 tonight with a single and grounded into a double play. Started his at-bat last inning, but at-bat was ended with a out on the base paths. So he's got a fresh count and looked at ball 1. Swings the next pitch, fouls it back out of play into just behind the bleachers. Looks like Round Rock has gone up rather comfortably over Westwood by a score of 5-0 in the top of the 6th. So we have a final score. Stony Point has defeated Cedar Ridge by a score of 2-0 as Crail hits a foul ball over towards the first base side out of play. And Vista Ridge now leading Vandegrift in the top of the 4th by a score of 2-0. One-two pitch to Crail. Comes in inside. Misses for a ball. Pitcher Pena-Cripps thought it was strike 3. Umpire thinks otherwise. Next pitch swung on, ground ball, shortstop, bounces off, gets away, not going to have a play. So Crail's aboard with an error by the shortstop. Now we'll bring up the center fielder, Chris Windesman.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 18, center fielder Chris Windesman.
It's a cool song. He's backing up. Yeah.
Windesman with 2 walks in his 2 appearances tonight. Also scored a run back in the 2nd inning. He looks at a first pitch, late call by the umpire there, and decided to call a strike. Next pitch swung on, hard ground ball, gets through the legs of the pitcher, and once again, there's not going to be a play. One of those tough comebackers. Probably scored that one and hit. So first two hitters are aboard here for the Mavs in the top of the or bottom of the 5th. Nobody out. Brings up the catcher Garrett Banks. Banks 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. Swinging a good bat.
It's definitely a hit for Windy. That's how I'm scoring it.
And he looks at a first pitch fastball that runs outside and high for a ball. It's like a first baseman for Hutto playing up on the grass as Banks takes a big hack at the next pitch and misses for strike 1. Next pitch misses high and outside again, so 2-1 the count to Banks. Hutto infield now playing normal depth. Next pitch, another fastball, misses outside, trying to paint outside corner, missing. So it'll be 3-1 the count to Banks. The 3-1 pitch. Over to plate in there for called strike 2. 3-2 pitch. Misses inside and low. Ball 4.
Nice.
So Banks reaches in all 3 of his appearances tonight. That loads the bases. And that brings up the right fielder, Brandon Morio. Morio looking for his first hit tonight. 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and then popped out to second base.
Brandon Morio.
Hit that first pitch, Brandon. If you like it. Yeah, you like that fastball.
Swings the first pitch. Line drive into center field. Center fielder charging, and he makes the grab in a sliding, diving catch.
Kidding me?
Wow, good play by the center fielder there to rob Morio. That ball looked like it was going to get down. So Morio lines out to center for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Mavericks, third baseman.
Brings up third baseman Wyatt Newman now with bases loaded still and 1 out. And he looks at a first pitch ball that misses inside and low. Next pitch fastball misses outside this time, ball 2. Two-0 pitch swung on, ground ball right in between the hole and between first and second base.
He dropped the ball.
Fielded by the second baseman Bohm, but the throw was dropped by the first baseman, so it's going to be safe all around. And 1 run is going to score. So the leadoff hitter Crail comes around from third and scores on the error by the first baseman. And everybody moves up 1 base.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 12.
Base is still loaded here, and we're back to the top of the Mavericks order with Ramsey Simpson standing in now.
But why would you look over the other?
Yeah.
First pitch to Simpson, misses inside. Looks like at some point here in the last couple of pitches, courtesy runner Ryan Shook came in for the catcher Garrett Banks, and he's at second base now as Simpson looks at 2 straight balls that miss inside and low. So Chris Windesman, your runner on third, Ryan Shook, your runner at second, and Wyatt Newman, the runner at first, as Simpson prepares for the 2-0 delivery. Late call by the umpire, and finally decides that that one is a strike. So it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike now to Simpson.
He got him.
And the next pitch nails Simpson in the back. RBI hit by pitch. His second hit by pitch of the night. And so everybody moves up 1 base again. And Hutto coach is going to come out and talk to his pitcher in infield. Mavs pull within 1 now by a score of 7-6 on some defensive miscues and some hit by pitches. Hit by pitch, a walk, 2 errors, and a single. And so the bases are still loaded again. 1 out. Jack Goins steps in. He's reached base 2 out of 3 appearances tonight by virtue of a hit by pitch and a walk. Also grounded out back in the second. And first pitch to him is a ball. Misses high and outside. They snap throw down to first to try to catch the runner Simpson, but he's back in time. Good snap throw, but one of those that gets past your first baseman, and you're looking at 2 runs on an overthrow there. So risky move with the game in the balance by 1 run.
That's up.
And next pitch to Goins, misses high. So 2-0 the count to Goins. Next pitch swung on, line drive, is going to get down to left field for a base hit. Shook comes around from second to score. Newman's going to be held up at third. And the RBI single by Goins has just tied the game back up at 7 apiece.
Thank you, sir.
And once again, everybody moves up one base. Bases remain loaded. Still one out. Brings up
He needs some redemption.
Vasic,
Let's go.
who had a triple back in the third inning. And he looks at ball one, misses outside and high. We did have some activity briefly up in the Hippos bullpen. And another pitch misses high and outside, ball two.
I want Ryan to be PO'd right now.
So 2-0 the count to Vasic.
Right here.
Next pitch misses, ball three.
Come on, Ryan.
So nowhere to put him. Vasic looking at a 3-0 count. I imagine he's going to be taken all the way right here.
Better take.
And that pitch misses inside and high for ball four.
Didn't like it.
So the go-ahead run has just been walked in as Newman crosses the plate. And that's going to do it for Pena Cripps. Pitching change coming in here for the Hutto Hippos. Mavs have just gone up by a score of 8-7. And let's see, number 13. Okay, looks like McGee is going to come in and be the new pitcher for Hutto. So McGee comes in relief for Pena Cripps. Mavs trying to keep the inning rolling here, having just gone up by a score of 8-7. We'll let McGee get his warm-ups and we'll be right back.
Winds have died down. 10 miles.
All right, so new pitcher McGee getting ready to face
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 24.
the number 4 hitter for the Mavericks here, Jackson Collins. He inherits bases loaded and one out.
It's a good one.
Right-handed pitcher McGee getting ready to deliver the first pitch to Collins. And it is over for a called strike one.
Should be that cool if you did.
So we've got Simpson, the runner, on third, Goings at second, and Vosick at first. And here comes the 0-1 pitch to Collins. Misses low in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Simpson's going to come across as the throw from the catcher to the pitcher actually hits him as he's coming across the plate. So Simpson heads to the dugout and scores on the pass ball. Mavs now leading by a score of 9-7. Everybody else advanced too, so Goins now the runner on third, and Vosick at second. So no force in play, and it's a 1-1 count to Collins. Swings the next pitch, lofts a high fly ball in the shallow center field. Center fielder coming in a couple of steps underneath it. He makes the grab. Goins is going to try to tag up and score from third, and he does.
Thank you for the cut.
Wow, center fielder jumping up and down. If they would not have cut that throw, there was a chance. Although Goins does have good speed, it would have been close, but nonetheless. So second sack fly of the night for Collins, and also has 3 RBIs now. And so with that, the Mavs have just batted around themselves. And with 2 outs now and a runner on second, that brings up Caleb Crail for the second at bat this inning. Crail started off the inning with an error by the shortstop and scored the first run. He looks at a fastball over the outside corner for called strike one. Mavs leading by a score now of 10-7. Next pitch inside, swung on and fouled back to the screen rather. So Crail behind now 0-2. Oh-2 pitch to Crail, breaking ball, misses outside and low for a ball. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by the shortstop. They throw to third. And Vosick was running on the play. And he is tagged out, trying to advance from second to third. So that will end the inning. So the Mavs have themselves a good inning, though. Tack on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. Retake the lead by a score of 10-7 on just 2 hits and a bunch of miscues and various other things there. So Mavs up by 3, heading to the top of the 6th inning. We've got a brand new pitcher for the Mavericks here. The third lefty of the night, Brandon Morio, twin brother of starting pitcher James Morio, is going to be the new relief pitcher. So we'll let him get his warm-ups, and we'll come back for the top of the 6th. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
Sixes.
Okay, so Brandon Morio,
Alex
another junior left-hander, comes in relief of Tim Calderon. And he will face the number 9 batter, then back to the top of the order here in the top of the 6th inning. And first pitch to the leadoff hitter this inning, Velasco, misses a little bit inside for ball 1. Velasco with a single and a pop out in his 2 at-bats today. Next pitch fastball is in there, called strike 1. Next pitch, wicked breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 2.
What movement? Oh. She's a beaut, Clark. That was a great pitch.
Next pitch, another breaking ball. Hitter checks his swing. Ball gets away from the catcher, back to the screen. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Velasco. Next pitch swung on, got him on the hands, fouls it. Ground ball down the first base side. So hitter Velasco stays alive here with a 2-2 count. Next pitch swung on, line drive right to the shortstop Vasek. And he makes the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th, brings up back to the top of the order. Left fielder Chris Gadesick stands in. Walk, grounded out, and singled in the last inning. He looks at a first pitch fastball in the outside corner, called strike 1.
You're a funny guy. You.
Next pitch fastball gets away from the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we had a close game. Round Rock versus Westwood now, top of the 7th inning. Round Rock leading by a score of 5-3. And Vista Ridge still leading by a score of 2-0 over Vandegrift in the top of the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike to the hitter Gadesick. Big swing and a miss. The next pitch, strike 2. Oh, next pitch, good looking placement there. Umpire said a miss somewhere though, so it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch, checked his swing. Appeal down to the first base umpire. He says he did not go. So it will be a full count now to Gadesick. And next pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout for Brandon Morio tonight. And he retires the first 2 batters he faces here in the top of the 6th. That will bring up the center fielder Zion Hamilton. Zion 1 for 3 tonight with a double and a run scored. Looks like a first pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike. Next pitch. Boy, if he didn't swing at that pitch, it might have hit him. It was so inside, but he took a big hack at it and fouled it. Incredibly foul, kind of back. That might have gone over the soccer fields behind us here on the left side. So Hamilton in here now with an 0-2 count. And he swings, ground ball, shortstop side, fielded by Vasic, and the runner falls over. Oh, looks like he hurt himself. So he's going to be thrown out. I don't know if he got tripped up in the bat. I didn't see what happened with the runner there, but he is down for the count. So hopefully trainers come out. They will attend to Hamilton. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits for Hutto. Mavs coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. All right, Chris Wind has been set to lead it off here for the Mavs in the bottom of the 6th. Swings the first pitch and taps it foul over towards the Hippos dugout. So Mavs still in front here by a score of 10-7. Hoping to tack on some more insurance here in the bottom of the 6th as Windesman lines a drive that gets over the center fielder's head and into the right center gap for a leadoff double.
Yeah, that's great. Good job, Chris.
So Mavs get a runner on here with the first appearance of the inning. Goes right to scoring position. Brings up catcher Garrett Banks.
Garrett Banks.
2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Also scored a run back in that 5-run 5th inning. And he looks at the first pitch, breaking ball, misses outside and low.
Reach base all 4 times. It's good. Well done. It's very good. Go off, Chris. I like it.
Big swing and a miss the next pitch.
Take a hack.
It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Banks. Next pitch swung on, high fly ball, right field. Right fielder takes a couple of steps to his left and he makes the grab. Windham going to tag up and he's going to advance from second to third on the fly ball there by Crail.
Now batting for the Mavs, number 14.
So 1 away, runner on third now. Brings up the now pitcher for the Mavericks, Brandon Morio. And the Hutto defense all up on the grass, trying to cut off the run at first, or run at third, as Morio swings at the first pitch and fouls out of play.
No flag.
Next pitch swung on, hard ground ball right up the middle into center field for a base hit. And that's going to be an RBI single for Morio. First hit of the night, couldn't have come at a better time. And Windham scores from third, making the score 11-7 in favor of the Mavericks. Looks like we have a courtesy runner,
Mavericks, number 16, Wyatt Newman.
right? Is that a courtesy runner?
It is. Who we got out there? I can't see who this is.
Oh, it wasn't, but now it is. We were prophesizing a courtesy runner, and sure enough, it comes in. So number 23, looks like Alex Briseño is going to be the courtesy runner at first in place of the pitcher, Brandon Morio. So Briseño, the runner at first, brings up Wyatt Newman. Newman with a hit by pitch, grounded out to third, safe on an error, and scored 1 of the runs back in the 5th inning. Takes a big hack at the first pitch he sees and misses strike 1.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
Next pitch, gets a piece of it, swung on, and just kind of squib fouls it. Stops right in front of the on-deck hitter there, Simpson.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a close stance. That's a good point.
Swings and misses the next pitch, strike 3. Two away now for the Mavs, back to the top of the order. Brings up Ramsey Simpson. Simpson with 2 hit by pitches, a sac fly, scored 2 runs. So a pretty active day for Simpson here at the plate. Swings to the first pitch he sees and lofts a foul ball. Goes out of play over towards the left field side. Oh, 1 pitch to Simpson, misses high and out for ball 1. Next pitch swung on, lofted out of play again, back behind the bleachers. Simpson will look at 1-2. Here with 2 outs. Briseño, the courtesy runner, still stands at first base. 1-2 pitch. Holds off of it, leaves it up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. Second baseman going, stands on deck. Should Simpson reach safely?
Oh, twos. Yeah, twosies. Oh, there you go.
And the next pitch must not have hit him. Looks like it might have gone behind the hitter. Otherwise, that would have been his third hit by pitch tonight.
Almost got the hat trick.
Almost got the hat trick of hit by pitches there, but instead it's just a ball. Count goes full. That did allow the courtesy runner Briseño to advance easily to second base. So he stands out there in scoring position. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will end the inning.
Yeah, but how many times tonight have you called that as a ball?
So Mavs tack on one more insurance run here, go up by a score of 11-7 on a double by Windesman, followed by an RBI single by the pitcher Brandon Morio. We head to the 7th inning, last at-bats here for the Hippos. Mavs up by 4, hoping to keep that lead and shut the door here. We'll be right back. All right. Heart of the order coming up here for the Hippos in the top of the 7th. Leading off will be the second baseman, Garrett Bohm. Bohm with a hit by pitch, a ground out, and safe on an error in his 3 appearances. Takes a big swing and a miss at the first pitch, breaking ball, strike 1.
Now batting for Hutto, number 7, Garrett Bohm.
He swung himself all the way to the other side of the opposing batter's box on that cut. Next pitch, fastball, misses just a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Next pitch swung on, ground ball right to the third baseman Newman. Feels it in plenty of time, throws over, and Bohm is retired on the ground out. So 1 away here in the top of the 7th, brings up the first baseman Aiden Alvarez. Alvarez 1 for 3 tonight with strikeout, ground out, and then a single and a run scored back in the 5th. First pitch fastball misses a little bit low, I guess.
There you go.
Tries to check his swing, but clearly goes around for strike 1.
Yes.
1-1 pitch. Looks like he held off on that one. Their umpire says it misses, so it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch comes inside, misses a little bit high and in, so 3-1 the count. 3-1 pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the second baseman Goins. Throws it over to first in time. And Alvarez is retired for the second out of the inning. And so Hutto down to their last out. Brings up the third baseman, number 5 hitter, Aiden Pollard Torres. 2 strikeouts and then flew out to center field.
Now batting, number 9, Aiden Pollard Torres. Oh, there we go.
First pitch breaking ball in there, called strike. Another late reaction for the umpire there, but got the strike call. Next pitch swung on, line drive into right field. That's going to get down and is going to be in there for extra bases. It goes all the way to the right field fence. Throw in is going to be to second base, and Pollard Torres is in with a 2-out triple.
Now batting, number 3, Levi Fletcher. Oh, tie ball game.
So Hutto now with a runner on third base, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Brings up who was the starting pitcher, Levi Fletcher. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. A 1 pitch misses a little bit low, ball 1. Next pitch swung on, fly ball into right field. Right fielder is over there, but misplays it, so we're going to have 1 run scores easily from third. Fletcher on his way to third. He's going to be in there standing up, and they're going to hold him up at third. So Hutto showing a little bit of life here with the bats in the top of the 7th, down to their last out. 1 run comes across, makes the score 11-8.
Now batting, number 6, Xander Hall.
And that brings up the catcher, Xander Hall, who looks at a first pitch breaking ball that misses low and outside for ball 1. Hall 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles and a ground out. Next pitch, fastball in there on the in the inside corner, called strike 1.
Pitch.
1-1 pitch misses a little bit low. So it'll be 2-1 the count. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Hall. Next pitch swung on, ground ball right up the middle. Vosick, the shortstop, comes over, makes the play. Throw is in time to end the game. Nice play by Vosick to get over there and make the throw on the run to end the inning and end the game. So the Mavs victorious here, get their first district win by a score of 11-8. Thanks everyone for joining in and watching us tonight. Join us again on Friday, this coming Friday, March 25th at 7:30 again. Mavs will play the Hutto Hippos again out at Hutto. Thanks again for joining us, folks. Have a good evening.